Welcome, welcome. Glad you could come. Hello. Oh, how are you? Hello. Welcome. Hello.
Ah, my friends, so good of you to spend a few moments of your precious time with an old man such as I. You see before you today a content man, but it was not always so, for just 1 year ago, Christmas Eve, I received the most unusual gift, a gift that turned this cold heart into one of warmth and love. A gift that at the time I thought I had no need for. A gift that turned these selfish hands into those of service and love. Like this cane, it enabled this bitter old dead man to stand proudly and learn to live again. It's funny how one night of events can change the entire way of a man's thinking forever.
Excuse me, sir.
Ah, yes. Tim, my boy, is that you? Come up here and let me have a look at you. How's the leg doing, son?
Much better. You're going to tell me the story now, aren't you, Scrooge?
Yes, Tim, that's why I'm here. Now, as I was saying, it was 1 year ago, that Christmas Eve, that I received the most unusual gift.
They have probably all gone home for the evening. It is Christmas Eve, you know.
Hello, young lads and lasses. Merry Christmas to you all.
Merry Christmas to you too, sir. Are you Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Neither. My name is Cratchit, not Cratchit. I'm employed by Mr. Scrooge.
What about Mr. Marley?
Jacob Marley? Why, he died 7 years ago this very night.
But the sign says Scrooge and Marley.
Well, you see, signs cost money, and my employer was very hard at keeping his money. So you see, as he would say, was hard-earned money on a perfectly good sign.
Come now, Mr. Cratchit. No one can be that stingy. Not even Mr. Scrooge.
Trust me, children, Stingy is my employer's middle name.
Cratchit, what on earth are you doing conversing with these little brats?
Are you Mr. Scrooge?
Why do you care who I am?
Because, sir, we called you as Mr. Scrooge and Merry Christmas.
Christmas? I have no time for such folly. Now be gone, all of you, before I send for the constable and have you all thrown in jail for trespassing.
We're only here, sir, to spread some Christmas joy.
To share some magic of this glorious season.
Ah.
Why do you suppose he's so angry? What a shame to be so cross during this time of year.
Let's not let Mr. Scrooge ruin our holiday. Mary's right. There are plenty of others this night who will welcome our Christmas carols.
How about going over to the workhouse? I'm sure they could use some cheer. I hear they're going to be serving all the bakers a Christmas Eve meal. Hello, Carol, would be a treat.
That's a jolly good idea, Peter. Let's go.
The first Noel, the angels did say, was the
The children are only trying to be kind, sir. Only trying to bring us a bit of cheer.
What they did, my lazy employee, was cost me money. And you, Mr. Cratchit, to be idle. And I detest idleness.
But it's Christmas Eve, sir. It's 30 minutes later than my normal quitting time. And I just felt that
I don't pay you to think. I pay you to work. Besides, I know of your insane request to have the entire day off tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Christmas Day.
Just one small crust of bread to fill this poor empty stomach. Please, sir, could you spare some change and perhaps a piece of warm clothing to keep this frail body from freezing in the cold?
Who's that outside? How can a man get all this work done with all these distractions?
It's a poor little girl. She looks cold and hungry. May I ask her to come inside? Perhaps offer her a sip of warm apple cider?
What do you think I'm running here? A boarding house for every scared person to roam the streets? Little girl, move along. You're blocking the entrance to my shop.
Please, kind sir, I'm so tired and cold. Allow me just a few minutes inside your establishment to warm these rigid hands and rest my weary feet.
I said move along. I have no time for your complaining ways. Be gone, or else I shall send for the constable.
I would not have hurt us to let her sit inside for only a brief moment. After all, it is Christmas Eve.
Bah, humbug. I have just another day to set aside to give people an excuse to be frivolous. How can you speak of Christmas when the wages that you make are hardly enough to feed your family? What is this?
What is what?
This!
Well, you see, sir, it was getting dark and I was finding it hard to see, so I lit the candle and it gave off such warmth. So before I knew what had happened, it nearly melted away.
Grateful man, wax costs money, my hard-earned money. Turn the light on and move closer to the window if you're finding it hard to see. Put a coat on if you're finding it cold, but never burn one of my candles without permission. Is that quite clear, Mr. Cratchit?
Yes, sir.
In such a hurry are you, Mr. Cratchit, to leave? Perhaps if you dislike your job so much, I should relieve you of your burden.
No, Mr. Scrooge, it's not that at all. I'm grateful for my employment here. It's just that I promised my wife that I'd be home to share Christmas Eve supper at 9 o'clock. And you know my boy Tim is not well, and I was wanting to read him "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" before he goes to sleep.
That boy of yours is a diseased cripple. His training are already meager salary. He should be put away in an institution where he can live out his final days without causing any further harm to your family.
I love my son and would never send him away to little strangers. It is true that my wife and I have very little, but I would continue to support my son until he takes his last breath. Good evening, Mr. Scrooge, and Merry Christmas.
Oh, kind sir. Oh, kind sir, could you spare one and dime for a crust of bread?
You poor soul. I fear I do not have a dime to spare, but if this nickel would be of any help, I offer it to you in the spirit of love.
Frivolous fool.
May God bless you and yours. You are truly a noble man.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Cratchit.
Merry Christmas, Emmy. What brings you up this evening?
I've come to pay my Uncle Ebenezer a visit and find him to dine with me tomorrow. Perhaps bring a little Christmas cheer into his life.
Oh, Abby, your uncle is becoming less compassionate and more bitter each passing day. The only time I see a small glimpse of happiness is when he is counting his money.
Mr. Cratchit, I fear that what you say may be true, but my mother truly loves him. That's all the good of her brother.
Over the years, I fear he's buried under all his greed. Well, Abby, I must be on my way now. Good luck with your uncle, and Godspeed.
Merry Christmas, Uncle Ebenezer.
Has everyone in the world lost their minds?
Oh, Uncle Ebenezer, don't be so hard. Christmas only comes once a year. Surely even you can see the goodwill and love the season brings.
I only see fools.
I've come, Uncle, to invite you to share my Christmas meal. beautiful goose, dumplings, and your favorite mince pie, just like my mother used to make. I would be quite honored if you would join me.
I have no time for such nonsense. There will be work to do tomorrow just as there is every day.
Well, Uncle, if you happen to complete your work early, there'll be a play set for you at my Christmas table.
Do what you must, but you will not be seeing this uncle at any holiday meal.
I'll be running along now, Uncle. Try not to work too late.